I get you back.
Yeah, I know you will.
Wait till you say time.
How much time we got left, Jamie?
Wait, just stand right here so it don't run.
Rush everything in there. Rush everything in there. Don't go slow. Breathe ASAP.
Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. You got this.
Breathe. You gotta breathe.
Get in there. Go ahead and get in there.
Terence Crawford's camp doesn't look like a normal training setup right now. It's more like a mix between a military boot camp and a science project. Up in the thin air of Colorado Springs, he's pushing himself against the altitude like it's an opponent of its own. While most fighters are pounding away at heavy bags, Crawford looks like he's shadow boxing gravity itself, daring the air to break before he does.
I don't want to overtrain because me personally, when I go in the gym, I give my all, and I don't want to burn myself out.
Uppercut catch up.
You can feel it in his energy. Crawford trains like he's chasing a debt, and the heavy bag is the one paying it back. Each camp, it's like he upgrades himself, downloading new skills straight into his system. And the dangerous part? It's not just about the body, it's about the mind. Crawford studies his opponents the way some people binge their favorite dramas, catching every detail, every rhythm, and never missing a scene.
That Terence Crawford is so damn durable and good and athletic that even when they're landing it, he's okay. And a lot of times, he kind of make them miss. Or he'll give them his face like Sugar Ray Leonard, love him to death, and he'll step back.
Honestly, when you watch Crawford in this mode, it doesn't look like normal fight prep. It feels like he's working on a puzzle that even Canelo wouldn't know how to crack. Every motion is calculated, sharp, and full of intent, like he's training against time itself. That focus in his eyes says it all. The kind of cold confidence that screams, I already know how this story ends.
There we go. Good jab. Good jab. There we go. There we go. Straight off over going to the combination.
That ain't sweat, that's glory.
There we go, Step. There we go.
Sweat, that's glory.
Then you've got Sean Porter coming out of the gym saying, I've seen Crawford plenty of times, but this version of him, that's a whole different beast. And when a man who's already shared the ring with him is calling Bud sharper and more dangerous than ever, that's not just hype, that's a straight-up caution sign.
I think Crawford's going to get the job done. I am officially picking Crawford to win this fight. It is still 50-50, but obviously...
he says that till he goes to Canelo.
I'm obviously going to say that this is a 60-40.
Right now, Crawford looks less like a contender and more like the last challenge in a video game. If Canelo ends up across from him, he better hope nothing slips, because this isn't the kind of form you can afford mistakes against. And honestly, when a fighter shows up this dialed in, history usually follows. Fans better strap in, because Crawford is cooking up something that feels like it's headed straight for the record books.
Crawford putting on this weight, being 38, he's not going to be moving as much as people think. And if he's not moving as much as people think, it's going to be combustion. There's going to be some action in that pocket.
Chris Algieri didn't hold back. He basically questioned if Canelo still has that spark, saying the energy looked flat. And honestly, he wasn't wrong. Usually Canelo comes in razor sharp, but this time it felt like something was missing. If that same version shows up on fight night, Crawford isn't just going to push him. He might completely rewrite how the night ends for Canelo.
Dude, kind of like I said about Manny, if anybody can do it, man, it's Bud. He's so smart. The guy's like an alien in there. The way he sees things, the way he pulls the trigger, the game. He's also a game plan guy. They make game plans.
Then came Algieri's classic take. He still leaned toward Canelo, almost like he couldn't go against boxing's oldest rule. The bigger man usually beats the smaller one. And yeah, that's the traditional logic. But history shows every now and then a smaller fighter shows up like a pit bull on rocket fuel and tears the script apart. That's Crawford. He doesn't just throw punches. He breaks you down like he's solving a puzzle piece by piece.
You've been around Canelo. The guy is just dense. Thick. From his neck to his ankles, everything is thick. He's got thick wrists, thick hands, thick kneecaps, thick ankles. He's got a thick midsection. He's heavily muscled. He's not a big guy, shorter than me, not really wide-shouldered, very, very different build.
What makes this matchup wild is the styles colliding. On one side, you've got Canelo, a power-loaded tank fueled by years of legacy and heavy hands. On the other, you've got Crawford, the strategist who turns the ring into his personal chessboard. And honestly, Algieri was spot on about one thing. Perception means nothing once the bell rings. That's when all the barbershop debates, all the TV predictions, and all the big guy versus smaller guy math gets tossed straight out the window.
Crawford's a really strong guy. We've seen how strong he is physically. We saw him, throw Spence around. We've seen him be that way. We didn't see it in the Madrimov fight, but again, like all your points, Madrimov is an excellent fighter and very underrated.
So here's the real question. Do we stick with tradition and say size always rules, or do we gamble on Crawford's skills rewriting the whole script? Personally, I'm here for the chaos. Forget the numbers. Forget the betting lines. I just want to see if Bud can turn Canelo into a headline moment, or if Canelo shows the world why legends still shatter theories with their fists.
People are counting Crawford out. Crawford's he's smart, he knows what he's doing. Canelo, he's not that big of a guy. He obviously weighs more, but you can't take nothing from Crawford. He goes in there to win. So
And just when you think boxing can't get wilder, Joe Rogan and crew start breaking down Crawford versus Canelo like it's a barbershop debate caught on camera. Then out of nowhere, someone calls Bud the best switch hitter since Hagler. That's like saying your grandma's home cooking could go head-to-head with 5-star chefs. Wild praise, but low-key accurate. Then comes the grind talk. Picture Crawford putting in work at the UFC gym. Kids running around, half the people in suits. The whole place looking like a mashup of fight camp and career day. But that's Bud for you. He sharpens his craft anywhere. High-altitude camps, Vegas cages, or even the cereal aisle at Walmart if somebody hung a heavy bag there.
I'm a big Crawford fan, so I'm going to lean his way. My only concern is just the size. It didn't look like Terrence's power transferred in the last fight, so
with
now it's coming up some more, you know what I mean?
Part of the problem with that is Madrimov's really...
Let's be honest, nobody's exaggerating here. Canelo at 168 pounds is basically a tank dressed in designer armor. And Crawford moving up from 147? That's like stepping into a street fight against a moving truck wearing nothing but gloves. But here's the catch. You can't overlook Bud's IQ. He's the type to set traps like a grandmaster playing chess against someone who doesn't even know how the pieces move. That's why this matchup is so intriguing. Either we witness Crawford pulling off one of the wildest upsets since Buster Douglas shocked the world, or Canelo proves once again why he's a destroyer in the ring.
A very high-level guy, but Canelo is dangerous. He broke Billy Joe Saunders' whole face. Broke his whole face. What he did to Amir Khan, remember that shit?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, lordy.
Embarrassed
Oh, lordy. And never been down. Never been dropped.
Yeah, Canelo's a stud.
And let's not forget, Crawford had to break through a maze of obstacles just to reach this point. Meanwhile, Canelo's resume speaks for itself. Just ask Billy Joe Saunders' fractured face or Amir Khan's lights-out memory. Now throw in Dana White backing the hype and the UFC Apex turning into Crawford's personal training ground. And suddenly, this isn't just another boxing match. It's starting to feel like combat sports' own Marvel crossover event.
They rented out the Apex for a while. I was training there. Kids running around all on the mat. I was get these bad kids out of here.
He was using the Apex?
Yeah.
Why was he using the Apex?
I don't know.
Funny.
I'd see it, but 30 people, you know what I'm saying?
Wasn't gonna run it
30 people.
Right.
Yeah. Half of them in suits.
How many?
Man, when Crawford's strength coach steps up talking like that, it's more than just training, it's a sermon. Dude sounds less like a coach and more like a preacher at the Church of Knockouts, declaring that Canelo's about to get baptized by Bud's fists. And I get it, Crawford's been grinding like he's in a real-life Rocky montage. Only difference? This ain't Hollywood. He's really out there in the thin air, building power like he spars with wild animals in the off-season. If I'm Canelo, I'm making sure my chin insurance policy got no fine print.
I get a lot of texts asking how I'm doing, how camp is going, so I figured I could just put it up in one post. So I'm in the mountains. This dude's about to beat the brakes off Canelo.
And the craziest part? The man saying all this with absolute calm, like, yeah, Bud's about to cement himself as the greatest, and I'm just the guy carrying his water. Bro, if someone hyped me up like that, I'd be ready to fight anyone, neighbors, cousins, even the Amazon delivery guy. And then comes that line, all is well, truly well. That's not just calm, that's scary calm. That's the kind of energy you see in someone who's about to walk through fire and come out without a scratch. Canelo better not confuse that calmness for weakness, because Crawford's camp sounds like they already know how this story ends.
Dude's about to beat the brakes off Canelo and be the greatest boxer of all time, and I get to play a part in it. All is well, truly well. We good. I'm good. I'm real.
And if boxing's gonna keep throwing wild cards like this, we might as well keep the gloves tied up 24/7. One night, you got Bud training like he's sparring gravity itself. Next night, it's Canelo flexing like a tank rolling on gold rims. Then boom, the whole world's arguing about who's about to rewrite history. That's the beauty of this sport. That's why I'm here. That's why you're here. We live for the chaos. So tell me, are you rocking with Canelo's legacy power or Bud's master-level chess game? Drop your take in the comments, and make sure you're locked into Box Blaze, where the breakdowns land harder than a body shot and the fight talk cuts sharper than Crawford's jab.